Hey there, dank demons. Hugo the Icifier here. Welcome back to more Dark Souls Remastered. Last time we went to Lost Isolith. Took down the Bed of Chaos, which is also known as Mother Isolith herself. Watched our sun bro get corrupted by a sunlight maggot, so we had to make the sun set, so to say. And this time we are going to find out where Sigurd went. But before that, so last time you might remember that we passed by a group of Taurus demons in this place. Well, I went ahead and took care of them because they were guarding some loot. The first one is this. If I can get up there. Which is just some soul. Rest in peace, by the way. Now the main thing is right over here. And this is the reason I wanted to wait with taking care of those Taurus demons, because we did not have the ring for it. But now that we do, we may pick up the Chaos Flame Ember. Chaos Flame Ember is an art of the lost city of Isolith, handled only by blacksmiths knowledgeable in ancient methods. Access +5 flame weapon to Chaos Weapon. Chaos weapons are demon weapons augmented by humanity, which inflict fire damage. So basically, Chaos weapons are just overall a better form of fire weapons. As long as they scale in strength based on They scale in strength based on your humanity within your body. Up to 10 points, I believe. So as long as you have 10 humanities on you, you might as well just use the chaos weapon instead of a fire weapon, like if you get the choice. But we are also going to do create a boss weapon, I believe. Yes, first we are just going to equip a curved sword. And I'll see you at Andre's place. Okay, here we are.
Oh my, what a brilliant ember you have there. I've only heard legends of such specimens. The embers used for the secret rites of divine blacksmiths. Perhaps you could lend it to me. I've long dreamed of forging divine weapons.
Why, of course.
Splendid. Splendid. Thank you. Andre the Restorer never disappoints. I assure you.
So we are about to create a boss weapon by using a soul of one of the bosses. The first thing you need to do is upgrade a certain weapon category to +10 first. And this is where it becomes rather convoluted when it comes to creating boss weapons. Like I said, first step, reinforce the correct weapon category, in this case the curved sword, to +10. But it only goes to +5 normally, so now we need Andre's help to ascend our weapon to +6 after giving him the large ember which we found in the lower undead world, you know, in the sewers nearby that butchering cannibal lady. So now that we have ascended, we can go back to reinforce it up to +10.
Don't get yourself killed. Neither of us want to see you go hollow.
Then we take our weapon to the giant blacksmith and have him ascended to a boss weapon. And the boss weapon I want to create, or rather the soul I want to make use of, is the Soul of Quelaag. Soul of Quelaag, once daughter of the Witch of Isolith, but now a Chaos Demon. Quelaag's soul contains all aspects of chaos. Use it to acquire a huge amount of souls or to create a unique weapon. Yes.
What's that? Shiny, shiny. Give me that. I make weapons shiny.
He's now talking about their sword, by the way. It is a crystal ember we found in the Duke's archives.
I had shiny, shiny. I make weapons shiny.
Now you can create the crystal weapons, which I call the one-hit wonders, if you remember. So now let's modify our equipment. No, crystal lightning. There we go. With a curved sword, we can use Quelaag's soul. With a curved sword at +10, we can use Quelaag's soul to create Quelaag's fury sword, which deals fire damage.
You come, I forge. We talk. You, good friend. I, very happy.
Gentle giant indeed.
You come, I get shiny from Duke. Forge weapons. Make shiny. More happy.
I think that's him telling you to fetch the ember, but anyway.
Come it soon.
Here it is, the sword. Pretty cool, right? Now I too am a Witch of Chaos. But yes, because originally I was planning on infusing one of the katanas I bought with fire or chaos. Because there's a certain place we are going to visit where fire weapons will be incredibly useful to save us a lot of trouble, so to say. But for this playthrough, why not try out a boss weapon? This one in particular. But unfortunately, it's heavier than the Scimitar, so now we cannot make use of the fast roll. Sad face. But for good measure, we are going to strengthen our newly created boss curved sword by 2 steps. So I wonder just, am I going to get some more stamina? Maybe I will. Because I would like to be able to use this weapon alongside my Black Knight halberd. Sure, why not? Let's level up 4 steps, maybe? No, it's not enough, I don't think. Because what were our points at? We need almost 100 points. We need like... I'm sorry about that. We need like... let's do the quick math here. 4 times that, 96. We need 96.8 points. Which means... okay, this should be enough, I think. Wonderful. So this will be our arsenal for this playthrough, I think. I might change my mind, but anyway. Okay, now we are going to find out where Sigvard went. Or Sigmeier. Onion, bro! See you soon. Oh, right, before I forget. Remember? We killed Kirk, the red NPC invader. We killed Knight Kirk a third time in Lost Isolith. By doing so, this is where he will end up. I think he died from despair, and then we get to pick up his armor set. Okay, now we'll cut. Okay, we are going to start walking from here, just so you can keep track of where we are going. Hey Quilala, by the way. But before that, why don't we take a quick read of our item description for the Quelaag's Sphero sword. A curved sword born from the soul of Quelaag, daughter of the Witch of Isolith, who was transformed into a chaos demon. Like Quelaag's body, the sword features shells, spikes, and a coating of chaos fire. Power affected by wielder's humanity. Oh, okay. So we should... So probably just like chaos-infused weapons. This thing is at its strongest when we are at 10 humanities. Alright then, let's go. And this is something they didn't really have to do for the remaster. But I'm kind of bummed out that we don't get 3 weapon and shield slots for this game like it is with the other 2 games. I think it would have made it a bit more fun and interesting. But you know, it is merely a change, it's not necessarily an improvement, as some would say. If we go over here, you might take a quick gander as this giant tree pretty much growing out in the middle of nowhere. And apparently guarded by giant leeches. You know, not, just a regular kind, not freeloaders or anything. Man, the poison element is so noisy. You might remember I went in here and just picked up a regular old plank shield, but... as some online player would probably say, there's a hidden path ahead. I totally forgot to pick up the hawk ring from the giant blacksmith, didn't I? Some of you in the comments are probably typing that right now, those of you who have played this game when I was over there. Sorry about that. I will try to remember next time. But there's another illusory wall, and now we enter the Great Hollow. No, it's not some gigantic hollow we are inside right now, it's just a hollow tree. Language. Sometimes it can get confusing because of that. Welcome to Fall Guy. The Dark Souls version. If that's even an okay way to describe it. There is something we can fetch here which could be useful. So we want to look out for that by... We have gone past it, never mind. Whoa. Be careful when moving because the camera can get pushed by these branches, thus altering your direction, which may cause you to fall off. If we look down into this open stump here, you can see that there is an item. We are going to grab it. Or die. I mean, that doesn't work quite as well, but... the fuck was that? Hey. Hit detection in this game can be... yeah, you know. Sometimes you just feel like a rubber ball, I suppose. Okay, how about over here then? No! This game, sometimes. We get a Clarendon Ring. Do we jump off over here? Or do we just drop down? Yeah, this is one of the... Oh, let's check out what it does, by the way. This ancient ring, engraved with a large green flower, is of unknown origin. Hastens the regeneration of stamina. Could be useful for speedrunning, I suppose. So as you can probably tell by now, we have to make our way down. And we have to pick out our steps carefully, lest we take fall damage to deadly proportions. Yeah. And this place is one of the two places we can encounter basilisks. They spew curse gas, as you know, but like I said back in the sewers, the more humanity you have on you, or in your body, the more resistant you are. Okay, so this is where we would have ended up if we had jumped out that window over there. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a window. There's an item over there which we can grab, I suppose, if we can get to it. Should be possible. Should be! What? Come on! This place feels inconsistent. Do I cut or am I... Yeah, I think I'm going to cut, just for the heck of it. Okay, so we didn't have to walk that far. Apparently we cannot drop down from over there. Even though it looks like we should be able to. So where do we drop down to get that thingamajiggy? Over there? Oh my god, it's just right over there, huh? Oh, here we go. Like a ninja. Okay, I guess the slope is kind of steep, so you will quite get the proper footing over there, but I still disagree, bluntly put. So the items you can find on these branches or roots are pretty much tied at chunks, I think. And you can, and if you take a closer look, you can see that there are tightened lizards here, but they can be quite tricky to catch. What the? That was kind of unexpected. Because the tightened lizards you can see from a distance, they will oftentimes just straight up disappear by the time you can even get close to them. So I think you're supposed to take them out with the help of great bows and the like from a distance. Do we get that? I kind of want to. We should be able to drop down from over here, I think. Yes. Careful. So even for strength builds and the like, physical builds, so to say, can be useful to. Oh, there it is. Can be useful to just upgrade your intelligence or faith a few steps, so that you may use spells which help exploration. Because in this game, at the very least, there is no such thing as a ring which reduces or nullifies fall damage. Okay, now what? Ah, over here. And if we just drop down now, we should not die immediately, but we want to at the very least try to get this, I think. Good. Up. That one is already dead. We killed it before. Now this is much safer ground, I suppose, but you have to be careful of these guys. And there are a few holes here and there. We're going to drop down on this one because we will be rewarded. So why not? And we find another blue titanite chunk. Okay. Let's not be too hasty now. Good. Almost at the home stretch now. None of them have dropped any Eyes of Death. Too bad. Could be nice just to get some more Covenant items in case I feel like reaping some rewards out of them. I don't think we are going to bother with that one. I think it's just more chunks anyway. And that one over there is a bit complicated to get over to, so I'm not going to bother, but if memory serves, I believe it's merely a titanite chunk. I think I should remember that because, oh, maybe we can just get it anyway. Never mind me. But I was right, it was a titanite chunk. It's not quite safe to drop down willy-nilly just yet. Mushroom people! Wait, wrong game. Can I eat them and grow big? Like those guys? These are big mushrooms. They are slow. However, they pack quite a punch. And I'm stuck. And I'm stuck. These guys pack a punch, trust me. So you don't want to be too impatient when fighting these guys. Whoop. When he does a long swing like that, he will only punch once before having to recharge, so to say. Just keep your distance. And you'll be A-okay. Don't be greedy with them, because as you know, Dark Souls punishes greedy players. Most of the time in fair ways, but in others, maybe not so fair. Can stagger him on location. How much does the halberd do? See there? Not that big of a difference, I think. Whoop. On occasion, they will drop gold pine resin, actually. So it can be worth it to kill them, if it doesn't take too long for you. Whoop. Trying to fake us out, are you? A feint. Throwing a feint in this boxing match, are you? Yeah, so... unless you have a really powerful great shield, it will not work to guard against them. By the way, is my music on? Yes, it is. Are we going to fight a boss? Welcome to the Ash Lake. One of the few open areas in this game which has music. You call this a lake? That's an understatement. Oh. And there's our second Hydra. Okay, I'm game. Let's go. Actually, no. Retreat! Now that I remember, just in case we die. There's a bonfire over here, and... let's kill it once, just for good measure.
Father, always follow me. He's been good. He will cause no more trouble. Finally over. I will return to his room. You assisted us so quickly. I can hardly return the favor, but please accept it. It's of no use to me now. Dear Father.
I'm sorry. Yes, in the end, it looks like Siegmeyer's pride was hurt too much by us helping him all those times. It appears that without his pride and honor, he could not remain sane, and he went hollow. And this place is quite, whoa, vast for a sand dune, I suppose. Oh, is there something over here, I think? Yeah, so if you search every nook and cranny of this place, you will... okay, there's nothing over there. Wrong nook, I think. Yeah, it looks like it. Can't I? There we go. Now we fight. It's the same song and dance, just get close, let it attack you, lunge its heads at you, and then you cut them off. So why don't we talk a little bit about people who apparently doesn't know the concept of middle ground. Especially when it comes to Sonic games. Because as some of you may already know, Sonic is for some reason a very easy target for critics and, well, yeah, critics pretty much. But there are some fans who will like, there are some people who make this, who will make the stupid argument of that they think that most Sonic games are either bad or broken. Or not good. The keywords being not good. And for some reason that frustrates them because there are quote-unquote bad Sonic fans who are bad because they won't accept that most of the games are not good. And that's the argument these negative people are trying to make. But the thing is, there's nothing wrong with liking okay games. That should be self-explanatory. But to these negative people, apparently there's no middle ground. A game is either good or it's bad. If it's not good, then it's not even okay. That automatically makes it bad for some reason. Because yes, games do have flaws, even this one. But it is a matter of deconstructing the game step by step and analyze the flaws and how much they actually affect the game overall. Because certain GameCube titled Sonic games, I think, they have more frequent issues than certain older games of the same generation. But just because they have certain issues, that doesn't automatically make the games bad, because you have to take into account how big the issues are and how often they occur. Because there is a reason Sonic the Hedgehog still has a strong fan base to this day, and even back then. The games definitely did something right, despite their flaws and bugs which occur on occasion. But some people just want to go ahead and take a dump on Sonic fans and say, oh, the games were never good, they were always bad. And it's like, yeah, you think that, but what is your point with that? And then they will probably follow up and say, the point is, you should not even like these games. And even if you respond, yeah, I acknowledge the flaws, but am I still not allowed to like them? And they'll probably just still say no and say that you have bad taste. Because that's another thing with Fire Emblem 3 houses when it comes to Byleth, which I still didn't make it clear, even during my second critique video of her. But the thing is, there are players who don't really care about whether their avatar is silent or not. And that's okay. It will be unfair of me if I was to just go around the parrot, or you should dislike silent characters for this kind of game. You must care. No, that will be unfair of me. If you don't care, you know, more power to you. But just to make it clear, I do genuinely think there is a problem with people who must have a silent protagonist for any given game in order to even try out the game, even though the game has a sort of design and premise which looks promising to them from a visual standpoint and style. It's like whether the avatar is silent or whether the avatar is silent or not should not really be your first question before buying a game. But I still think there is somewhat of a slight yet also distinct difference between the preferences. Like, if you prefer a defined avatar, then you are at the very least supporting good writing and or rather potentially good writing. You are supporting potentially good writing, and you are curious to see what the game designers and writer did for this defined avatar. So if you then find out that no, this game's avatar is silent when it really shouldn't be, probably, and then you don't buy the game, then you know, I don't really think anyone can fault you because you're supporting effort, as I call it. You're supporting effort. But if you this place right here will easily push your camera, so walk slowly. So as I was saying. But if you must have a silent avatar at any given game, then you are basically supporting lazy design choice, while at the same time not supporting good design choice. And I don't want people like that to become the majority of game consumers, because then, you know, we get games which might create lots of potential just to squander it. So yes, people who exclusively need silent avatars for games where they do not belong. You know, games which are not like Dark Souls or Monster Hunter. Then we have a problem. Because I should also make one more thing more clear. A game doesn't need to be designed well in both gameplay and story. It could just have either one. Which is why there are fans of visual novel games, because there's basically minimum gameplay and more character and story elements to the game. While in Dark Souls, I would say it is, while it does have a lot of lore, it is more heavily focused on gameplay. Because for one, your avatar is silent, but at the very least you get to customize it to a fair amount of degree. And like Byleth, I don't see why not, considering Awakening a Faith, previous titles had a decent amount of customization options, even though they were defined avatars. But before I start complaining about Three Houses and Byleth again, when it comes to Dark Souls, there are a lot of story elements to explore in this game. But unlike other RPG games, the game doesn't really show them in your face. Most of the story elements in this game you can explore on your own by reading item descriptions and stringing together pieces of information you get from interacting with different characters. But at the same time, most players will probably not really pay attention to the whole world of Dark Souls and how it works, even though you should get the gist that it's about the undead curse and the linking of the fire to get rid of the curse. That certainly was the case for me when I first played the game. I hardly understood what was going on in this world. And that's why I really enjoyed Vatividia's lore explanations on their video. I mean, there are other people who have done lore videos on Dark Souls, but he is the one whom I have watched. But his videos really made me appreciate the whole franchise a lot more than I already did. Because now when I go back to playing these games, the world becomes even more alive. So yes, like I said, games don't have to be designed with story elements and gameplay elements at the same time. You can focus on either one. Remember what Isemai said? We have found him. The everlasting stone dragon. And now we can enter the Dragon Covenant if we so wish. But I'm not going to do that right now. This is basically about getting the power to turn into a dragon. Should I just join? Do I get the item for joining? Actually, let's try that. I don't remember, but oh, there we go. Let's take a look at what we just got. The Dragon Eye, invade world of possessor of Dragon Scale. Find the player who has acquired a Dragon Scale and invade that player's world to pillage it. An art of the transcendent apostles who pray to the ancient dragons. To be alive is to be vulnerable, and the fiery gods are no exception. The apostles seek another plane of existence, which transcends life. I feel like this description, this item description is somewhat misleading, because if you use it... can I use it here? No. It is not a PvP area. If I remember correctly, if you use it, you will actually leave behind a summon sign in the shape of a dragon eye on the ground instead, which other players get the choice to interact with and summon you for a duel for dragon scales. You don't really invade other people against their will, I don't think. But if we go over here, we can hurt this thing. And he does not care. This guy is immortal, by the way. He is a true dragon. But we just found, I believe it's a ultra great sword. So let's go further up. Yes, the dragon greatsword. You need at least 50 strength in order to wield it with one arm. This sword, one of the rare dragon weapons, came from the tail of the storm dragon of Ash Lake, descendant of the ancient dragons. Its great mystical power will be unleashed when wielded with two hands. When you wield the weapon with two hands and do the strong attack. But I think that's just about it for this area. This is where you find the everlasting storm dragon and can join the dragon covenant. So next on our agenda... Yes, I think it is time to proceed to DLC content. See you soon. And we have arrived to the entrance to the DLC contents. Now remember this place? We are back at the Dark Root Basin, where we fought the first Hydra. Now here's how this works in order to access the DLC, which can be quite complicated for first-time players. Excuse me for a moment. Because the thing is, the first thing you need to do is defeat the Hydra. Then you come to this spot over here. Reload the area by either quitting the game and re-enter. Then you must rescue Dusk from the Crystal Golem. Then you must go to the Duke's archives and fetch the broken pendant, which can be found inside the Crystal Golem at the beginning of the area. Note that you need the Lord Vessel because note that you need to place the Lord Vessel on the Firelink altar because if you don't do that, you can't enter the archives. And the thing is, you must rescue Dusk first before you kill that Crystal Golem, because if Dusk is yet to be rescued, then the Crystal Golem will not drop this pendant. But don't worry if you do things out of order. You won't be locked out, you just have to go back and do it in the right order. Now with this pendant in hand, this portal will appear. And if we examine it... That gave me Twilight Princess vibes. You know, when Midna enters the Twilight Zone and drags Link inside from the inside. Yeah. So now, let's light this bonfire here. Kill it once for good measure. Now, thankfully, there is no way back from this point, but we can warp. And this is probably, you can only access this place after getting the Lord Vessel, because you need the ability to warp if you want to get out of here. Good luck. Thank you, good sir. This is the Sanctuary Garden. And if you take a close look at it, it's basically a chimera. This thing is so... Oh man, it's really loud. This thing is a demon type enemy. Which means black knight weapons are going to be very effective against it. But it is quite aggressive. So... Oh man, did I just lower the volume? I may have to do some editing to keep things consistent. And it does a gust attack. Okay, okay. Shit. There. Wonderful. Yep, it is indeed a demon type enemy. But it has a tail. And you know what that means, right? We have to go get it. There is a way to find an opening, but it requires patience. Right there! Okay, one more hit should do it. When he does that sudden ram attack, and when it does a gust attack, it is actually... Do you have to guard, maybe? Shoot. This guy will be a pain in the ass for dragons. He shoots lightning after all. Cartwheeling like a ninja. Come on. Give me your tail. I want this sweet booty. Haha. The guarded tail is acquired. Now we can kill him without remorse. I think this boss will, well, just like most other bosses anyway, he will be difficult to deal with for first-time players. But like I said, this guy just requires patience. And would you please stop spamming lightning right now? You're worse than Dark Souls 2 players. Before the game got patched. Whoop. Oh, I staggered him. Missed my chance for some extra damage. Okay, guard. What? Whatever. One more hit should do it. Are you prepared to die? I'll send you back to hell. Ha! Oh, okay, maybe not quite. Now! Victory! Cha-ching! That wasn't so bad, right? Especially not with a Black Knight weapon. The Guardian Soul. Soul of the White-Winged Lion Sanctuary, Watchkeeper, who dreaded the spread of the Abyss. The Guardian exhibited traits of several animals other than lions, suggesting that it was no ordinary beast, but rather closer to the beings known as demons. Well, there you go. That's your confirmation right there. And we got its weapon, which is a whip, I believe. It is of the whip category, yep. Sliced tail of the Sanctuary Guardian. This flexible, spiked and highly poisonous tail would make a rather obnoxious weapon. I suppose. Let us proceed. Without caution. Because that's how you live life, really. Or something. Welcome to Willowshill Sanctuary. Gonna kindle this one to the max, I believe. This place does look peaceful enough, but these effigies, they make me feel... It feels a little bit eerie with them. Let's attune the proper spells I want for this journey. I think that will do it. Friend or foe? Friend.
Well, look at this one. From what faraway age hast thou come? Thy scent is very human indeed, but not intolerable. Ah, Princess Dusk's savior. Thine aura is precisely as she described. I thank thee deeply for rescuing Her Highness, but Princess Dusk is here no longer, snatched away by that horrifying primeval human. And so I must ask, couldst thou once more play the savior?
Have I really ended up in the Mushroom Kingdom? And I'm going to fight Bowser?
Thank you. I am Elizabeth, guardian of this sanctuary. Something of a godmother to Princess Dusk. I shall assist thee to my utmost, for I am one with the sorceries of Urasil.
Now this mushroom lady right here, she will also sell the stuff Dusk sells. But since we already bought some of the spells from Dusk, these are the ones we did not buy. So why not? We got a bunch of souls right now. Let's take some repair powder. How many of these does she sell? 5 of them. Let's just nab all of them. How many of these? An unlimited amount of them. Okay.
Thou shalt see further on. An abyss was begat of the ancient beast, and threatens to swallow the whole of Ulasil. Knight Artorias came to stop this, but such a hero has nary a murmur of dark. Without doubt he will be swallowed by the abyss, overcome by its utter blackness. Indeed, the abyss may be unstoppable. Still, I have faith that Princess Dusk may be rescued yet.
Knight Artorias. He is one of Egwene's 4 knights.
Thou shalt see for an abyss, Knight Artorias without ins. May the flames guide thee.
So I have been recording for just about an hour now. However, I think we can push through and do a little bit extra. Because quite frankly, my previous recording sessions have lasted closer to 2 hours actually. Yeah, so let's do it. Because I have to cut out some clips anyway. Or actually, no. Actually, no. This place could take a while. We have to fight 3 more bosses here, which might take up to an hour. So, no, let's. God damn it! Let's do one of them. Let's end this session after we defeat the next boss. Apologies for my indecisiveness, but that's how it goes sometimes. And I won't exactly rush to the boss. We are going to explore this area proper. At least I will try to. Shit! That first guy missed me completely, and then the other guy got me. Sequilac's curved sword took 2 strikes. How many hits does take for the Black Knight halberd? Now these guys are real scarecrows, I would say. They got pitchforks and everything. Definitely ready for Halloween. 1 strike with her one strike with the rushing blow. Let's try the normal blow. Oh, dude. Do I? No, I think the halberd should do the trick. Okay. Okay, one strike. Good. So, remember the stone armors from the Dark Woods? Well, these guys are basically like them, only on steroids. They are much tougher. And I do recommend fighting them without locking on. Oh my goodness. Perhaps I should switch to a strike weapon. Or perhaps I should invest some points in a heavy strike weapon. But we are okay for now. Always helps with moss. Now, if we go over into this little structure, this guy is a troll. We will die if we go down there. But up here we can find Guardian Gauntlets. A piece of an armor set. Where are the other three parts? Well, we're going to find them. So it's because of these stolen golems that you might want to equip a powerful weapon. Because it can be a bit tedious to fight them. Shoot! Ha! Oh boy. Let's get ourselves fully healed. I don't want to be one-shotted, so to say. But that also means it doesn't matter whether I have max HP or not. Now for you. Again, not locking on gives you so much more freedom of mobility. Oh boy. Thank goodness. Or yeah. Ha! Perhaps I should have taken the opportunity to repair my equipment at the bonfire. No, we're good. This thing is sturdy as all hell. Because it was charred at the depths of hell. Said hell twice there. Thrice, technically. We don't want to get hit. That was close. Thank goodness for increased invincibility frames. With this Smexy ring. Just circle around him. Alley-oop. Twinkling Titan at they will drop those on occasion and they become incredibly. Actually, speaking of light stuff, let's try something out. See this big thing right here? So heavy, can't use it. But how do you explain this move? How do you explain this motion right here? You have it in you, you're just preventing yourself. We don't need a souls for level up. The power is within us all along. There we go. So after getting rid of those guys, we can enter this small little puddle of water and hidden in the tall grass is a treasure chest containing another blue titan slab. I believe that's all of the blue titan slabs we can fight for this playthrough. There's a total of 2 of them. Well, actually, no, actually, you can farm blue titan slabs by killing the moonlight butterflies inside the crystal cave. But as you would expect, that drop rate is pretty darn low. So it could take some time. But at least there are options, you know. In case you suck so much you can't find the ones scattered in the world. There are more enemies over here. Which means, or which could mean that there are more items. I see a glow over there, but it could be at the other side of the cliff. It sure is. So for now, we are going to have to take the way forward. I mean, what else, really? Ha! Hello. Okay, are there other scarecrows nearby? If not, I will happily engage you in direct combat. Shit! Ah, that's... He just take a huge fart. Nah, just kidding. I can't sink to toilet humor. I'm better than that, man. But in all seriousness, toilet humor is fine. In moderation. In moderation, yes. And that's another thing when it comes to Let's playing. Some people think that they have to be funny at all times. So they will try to force the jokes as they play through a game. But in my opinion, comedy is overrated for Let's Plays. I say just go along with the flow and let the jokes write themselves as you play the game. I mean, if you really can be funny, if you think you can be funny while playing a game and take advantage of certain moments, then just go ahead. But let's just say I have seen people who try too hard. They just do. For me, I just need to find the Let's Player charming. I don't need to find them funny as you probably funny as you would probably do a professional comedian. And oh, that just came out of nowhere. Yeah, but no need to worry, that dragon can't hurt you at that spot. He's just there for shock value, so to say. Can I drop down here? No, it looks a tad bit too steep. Ha! Nigasa nai yo. Sono ishi moratte okimasu. Masu. Broken Japanese. What do you call this sort of material? And what do you call this sort of situation? Man, there must be some... there must be a large group of hippies down there having the biggest bong and crack party of their life. Can I join in too? I'm kind of tired of life at the moment. And these scarecrows have garden scissors. Interesting. So they are basically workers of this place. Now be careful around this area, I think. Because... okay, maybe not quite right here, but... we should be able to drop down. Oh, is that a... No, that's where we came from. Never mind. Can we jump that? Let's try. Ha! Ooh. We got some scarecrows and a wandering guardian over there. Let's take him out. Ha! Oh no, there are two of them. Let's get rid of the small fries first. And fetch the treasure over here. Look at that! He's on the lookout! Oh, that's cute. You want to be careful here because there's a gap here. So don't get blinded by greed. Gods know how that happened to me. Alright, now let's deal with those guardians, one at a time, preferably. If both of them aggro, I'm just going to be honest and hightail it out of there. I fetch the loot. Hello there, Mr. Guardian. Will you take a break and come play? I would greatly appreciate it. I think he has spotted us. Well, let's try to get out of range of the other one. Okay, we should be good. Yes, we are. Identify the attack animation, and then simply listen to the sound cues. Or like I said, it's like a rhythm game. The moment you identify the animation, you just have to remember the timing of when the sound of their attack will be triggered. No chance. So yeah, while I am at a relatively low, humble level at this point in the game, powerful weapons do help, just for the sake of pacing. Because I am showing you decent strategies for taking out certain enemies. But it will just take more time if you're weak. Oh, that hit. Oh. That. That's another thing. Try to not panic roll. Try to, at the very least, wait for their next attack to occur and then press the dodge button as you would normally in order to evade. Because I totally screwed myself over. See you soon! Okay, we are back. Our souls are right over there. But first, die. So I'm going to use the hidden body. And skip fighting that guy, just because. And then we just fetch the treasure. Which is Goth's Great Arrow. And we found 8 of them, I believe. More stuff over there. But now we gotta make it back. Alright, this is where we came from. Are there other ways to get to this spot right here? Or do you have to jump that? No, if you can get over here by... Okay, yeah, this is where you have to jump on your way to this place. But on your way back, you can just drop down here. Right then. Yeah, those scarecrows over there, they spotted me quite some time ago, but I was out of reach. But now it looks like they are coming for me. There are guys over here. Ha! Goodness, they're faster than I thought. Good enough. get my discovery back at max. I mean, I don't need to, but I prefer to have it that way. And this should be just a soul. I mean, we have lots of money right now. We could level up some more, but I think I should be okay. Oh, let's unequip this. I was using it to extend the duration of hidden body so I could safely get back to the spot I died. Sorry to interrupt. They weren't getting paid anyway, I would wager. A gold coin. Goodness me. Hitbox, why are you so precise sometimes? Oh, I see something over there. Wait, what is it? Even? Oh, it's that kind of thing. Again. But, there are people in the way. Should probably deal with them. Oh my god, all of them are coming for me. What to do, what to do. Let's take care of the small fries first. Thank you. Oh boy. Ah! I think that is actually another slight issue with this game. Because even if you dodge frame perfect, you will still take a hit. So you have to not be too perfect or else... Woo! Crystal lizard over there. Let's kill it! You can't outrun this. No! Maybe you can after all. That's the way it goes. And you, Mr. Crab. Thank you, I'll gladly take those. And this, I guess. Whoop. There's another small guy over there. No, you don't. Whoop. Ha! Good. I do believe those crystal lizards are much faster to run away in Dark Souls 2. There's treasure here. I can sense it, because I can see it. Making use of one of my senses. So like, if you had to choose between vision or hearing, what would you choose to keep and lose, or lose? I think I will not be able to live without vision. But that's the interesting part, because there are kind of advantages to it, you know. Because like someone who can't see but hear, maybe they will become even better at hearing where it's completely dark. Whereas where someone would see will not be able to like that's the thing, because if it's ow. I thought I was out of range. That's why I rolled like that. I'm gonna save that tangent until I get back there. See you in a bit. I'm really just wasting time at this point. So as I was saying. But yeah, because when it's completely dark and you can't see, at the very least a blind person, but someone who still can hear. They will be able to make do with their hearing, you know, and find their way based on that. But someone who can see but can't hear, then they will have nothing to go with, to go by. And I suppose we get another chance to get this little cretin. And get a pair of twinkling titanite shards, sure. Is that an item over there, or is it just a light? That's just light. Okay, so now let us actually proceed. Finally. If we go over here, that's a big fog gate, but before that, we want to cross this bridge. And ignore him for now. And this elevator right here is a shortcut. Now we are back at this part of the garden, if you recall, or maybe it all just looks the same to you. In any case,
let me guess. Snatched by a shadowy limb and dragged off to the past?
so this is the past though.
Yes, of course. Exactly what happened to me. We are both strangers in this strange land. But at least now there are two of us.
He sells some stuff, but they are quite expensive in this place. So I'm not going to bother.
Did you happen across Knight Artorias? The legendary abyss walker from the old tales? Well, if you haven't, it's just as well. He's a colorless sort, if you ask me. So, what did that giant mushroom make you do? Not that I care. It's none of my business.
I mean, she just asked me to be the savior once more.
I've little to talk about, really. Oh, you know me. What do I know?
That laugh. Why is it always the laugh?
So long.
All right. All right. Just all right. It is as Elizabeth feared. Artorias has been corrupted by the abyss. Quite a resistant boss. But the Black Knight Halberd shall be of great use to us. Oh boy. I'd say this is one of the more challenging boss fights. Whoa! So, maybe I will not have much to say. I might try to focus more and look for openings. Whoa! Whoa! Good at a nimble one, aren't you? Take this! Yeah! And he will try to run away like that because he's charging up. Don't allow him. Or don't let him, rather. Because if he manages to do that, he will be in trouble. Simply put. That spin attack is annoying. Because it can still hit you even if you dodge to the side. Whoa. Come on. Come on, Mr. Artorias. I am here to put you to sleep. Oh! Before you do it to me. Whoop. Good jump. You jump good. Don't you yell at me. It's disrespectful. Ha! Denied. Whoop. Whoop. Come now. Okay, barely got him. Good. Whoop. Just to the side and attack. Oh. No! A little too late. Okay. Look for an opening like this. Except not. Oh, no you don't. Silence yourself. Whoop. Ha! Just one more. Final blow. You are relieved of your duties, good sir. We found the soul of Artorias. Cha-ching, by the way. Soul of the Knight Artorias. Artorias, victim of the Abyss. The legend that Artorias repelled the Abyss only told half of the story. It seems that he was defeated and his honor preserved by some unsung hero who is the true victor over the Abyss. Who is this unsung hero, I wonder?
Oh, think of anything that you might need? Did you really slay Knight Artorias? I'd heard the Abyss found him first, but even still, that's absolutely treacherous. Yes, magnificently so.
I mean, what other choice did I have, really?
Believe it or not, Ulasil has brought the Abyss upon itself, fooled by that toothy serpent. They upturned the grave of primeval man and incited his ornery wrath. What could they have been thinking? But to you and I, it's all ancient history. You have to ask yourself, does it really matter?
Ancient history or not, as this saying goes, those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it.
So long.
Very good indeed. That guy's still dead. And after defeating Artorias, we gain access to Ulasil Township. Kindle once for good measure. And before we end the episode, I want to rush back inside over here. So next time on Dark Souls Remastered, we will continue exploring Ulasil, and then we shall find what lies in the abyss. See you guys then. Goodbye, bye bye, bye bye.
Thank goodness thou art safe. What is thy wish? I offer thee my all. Thou art from a time far, far ahead. There are many things I wish to ask, but I know that I must not. The perils of our time are overwhelming enough. Not long ago, I had another visitor, a human like thyself, from a faraway time. Only he was dreadfully odious, and I'm afraid that he is still amongst us. He wore a hat and a long black coat,